Oh, hey there. What up? Welcome back to the shit show. It's Wednesday. I hope everybody's having a good hump day. Am I still in my pajamas? Yes. Is my hair soaking wet because I just got out of the shower? Also, yes. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Of course, we were doing the shit show on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, which is when we normally do the show, because we had a wonderful, fantastic debate hub on Tuesday. And this is part of the reason why I changed the name from Tuesday Talks to the shit show. First off, mostly because I normally talk about stupid bullshit, and second off, it doesn't always fall on a Tuesday. The reason it doesn't always fall on a Tuesday is because Debate Hub is very much reliant on guests, and that means that that show is 100% reliant on when people are available. And time exists, probably, so sometimes people are not available because they live in different time zones. So because of that, it just means that the shit show is going to be kind of usually on Tuesdays, and Debate Hub will usually be on Wednesdays. But if somebody's more available one day or another, we will end up with a Debate Hub on a whenever day they're available. I'm pretty sure I'm currently scheduling one for a Monday, which is normally my day off. But that's neither here nor there. Anyway, welcome to the shit show, and definitely, if you missed it, go and check out Bearded Heretic and Chris Shelton, and we just nerded out about the movie industry and just talking about TV shows and movies, and specifically reboots that we were focusing on this time. It went so well that we're already looking at scheduling the next one, because we all had such a good time. They're both psychologists, and they spend a lot of time delving into some pretty toxic and some pretty heavy stuff a lot of the time. Chris Shelton focuses on cults and Scientology, and Bearded Heretic tends to focus on atheism and, like, social dynamic. So I definitely recommend checking out both of their channels, and go and watch the, it's like just under an hour and a half. We were pretty brief. Welcome. Today, also, this thing in the corner, if you see this rotating, go check out these peeps. These are just cool people that put on cool stuff, and you should definitely go and check out their stuff. Some of their stuff is on Twitch, some of their stuff is on YouTube. It is indicated down there. Gutted I missed that as a big nerd and someone who works in mental health for 10 years. Oh my god. Well, we're gonna do another one, so catch the replay if you can, and join us next time if you're available. We'll see when the next one will be. It might end up falling on a Tuesday again, because that seems to be the best time that they're both available, but that's neither here nor there. Why am I less put together than normal? Because I decided to eat breakfast. That's why. And also because the people we're about to look at today didn't bother to think two shits about what they were talking about or what they were doing, so if they're not going to put in the effort, why should I? I'm just going to relax. We're just going to chill. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything's on fire, and it's fine. Don't worry about it. I hope everybody is having a good hump day. It is Wednesday. Yippee skippy. We have Volcano Show on Friday with Landon and Manya. Then we have tomorrow, art on Twitch. I might also be doing some more art on Twitch tonight, where I'll be making a, like, YouTube Twitter banner. It will be Pokemon related, because everybody wants Pokemon stuff. I don't know why everybody wants Pokemon stuff, but people fucking love Pokemon. And you know what? I'm here to give you what you want. So if you want goofy Pokemon, enjoy. Also check out the YouTube shorts. If you missed the VOD, whatever, if you missed the Twitch stream and you weren't there, because I was letting chat decide what we were drawing, you can check out the shorts, and that's basically the condensed version of what had happened. Okay. There's also a bunch of other stuff scheduled, so make sure you like and subscribe. Some of them should be showing. If you go to the YouTube homepage for this channel, it should show there. Anyway, for those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Chesh. Welcome to the shit show. We're having a chill day, and we're relaxing because we're not in a rush. I know I speak very quickly, and I apologize for that, but I don't want to waste your time, except I do. Thank you for joining me and giving me your precious time. So let's look at some bullshittery, shall we? Shall we dive into the bullshittery? Okay. So this This is a Twitter account called the Chuds of TikTok. Amusing. Alaska Representative Eastman of the Family Values Party says it's actually a net benefit to society when a child dies from abuse and neglect because the financial burden it would otherwise put on the state budget. Let's, so we see if that's actually what they said.
In the case where child abuse is fatal, obviously it's not good for the child, but it's actually a benefit to society because there aren't needed for government services and whatnot over the whole course of that child's life.
Yep, that's what he said. That is the thing he said. He is the ginger in the right on the side here. Whoops. Get out of here. Whoops. Ugh. My bad. I pressed the wrong button. No, go away. Go back. There we go. I hate when that happens. I'll play it again.
This is fatal. Obviously it's not good for the child, but in the case where child abuse is fatal, obviously it's not good for the child, but it's actually a benefit to society because there aren't needed for government services and whatnot over the whole course of that child's life.
Through the Chesh.
So he's saying that if the child is no longer, if there is no burden on society, but I feel like there's a bit of a conflation going on here between society and the government, right? Like, if you're using government subsidies, then you are utilizing the government's resources. Except that, why the fuck do you think we pay in to government at all? That's what it's for. What the fuck do you think the money is for, dude? I imagine death isn't a good thing for a child, right? April, I don't want to waste your time. Chesh, also, it's gonna take us 2.5 hours to talk about 2 minutes of a video. Yes! I'm glad you've been paying attention. Okay. So here's the thing. Lots of people don't like taxes, right? Everybody gets frustrated about taxes, and I understand that, and that's totally fair. I also get frustrated with taxes. However, I think one of the reasons people get so frustrated about taxes is because they don't really know where their taxes are going. It's very unclear. You give money to the government, and the government does things. And sometimes the government does things you don't like. And sometimes the government deals with things that you don't care about. And so you're like, why is my money going to this dumb thing that I don't care about? There's actually a way to go around this. The way to fix this is to actually have an itemized breakdown of where your taxes went, with perhaps some choices and options, right? So if you say, here's an itemized list, this would involve your government being actually, though, organized and transparent, so probably never going to happen in my lifetime, but hey, listen, I can dream of a better future. An itemized list where it says, okay, this is education, this is social services, this is and you can break down each one and say social services, police, social services, fire department, social services, right? And you could say healthcare, and then you could say hospitals, and you could emergency services, and then you could say hospitals, right? You could break it down to a degree. You're not gonna break down every single penny, but you could have some kind of a little bit of a flow chart, right? And you would get this at the end of the year, and at the end of the year when you do your tax, so this would be for the previous year. And then at the end of the year, when you do your taxes, you get this sheet, shows you the previous year, and then you could say, okay, well, I actually want less of my money to go here and more of my money to go here, and you can select those when you submit your taxes, and then that would follow along. Right? Brilliant. Right? Anyway, I think that would mean people roads. I feel like this is the amount of money that goes to plowing your road every year. And then you could be like, actually, my road doesn't get plowed. fuck you, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to pay into that. And so maybe you'd be able to, like, pick and choose a little bit, right? I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Anyway, from a purely numbers game, yes, a child that doesn't exist, that the government would otherwise have to take care of from a money standpoint. Yes, minus one child would be less that the government would pay in. Right? But I really enjoy that the government is complaining about how much it is to take care of a child, like the monetary amount. Like, wow, having kids sure is expensive. It's like, thanks, guys. We noticed. But why aren't people having children? All right, let's hear the rest of what they have to say, because I don't want to take the dude out of context. So let's actually hear him out and see his dumb, very dumb thing. Very dumb. Big dumb. Bring a drink on a Wednesday. I hope it's after 6 where you are.
How's life?
Through the chair, can you say that again? Did you say a benefit for society?
Talking dollars. Now you've got
Yes.
a $1.5 million price tag here for victims of fatal child abuse. It gets argued periodically that it's actually a cost savings, because that child is not going to need any of those government services that they might otherwise be entitled to receive and need based on growing up in this type of environment.
So there's a little bit of a backpedal there. I don't know if you caught it. It's been argued that. I'm not saying it. It's been argued that. Right? Now, he didn't start off with that. If you were to say, hey, I'm playing devil's advocate, and I've heard people argue, or you could make the argument that da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that would be fine. He made the statement, and then when somebody went, I'm sorry, what? It's been argued that it's a loss. It's not... This is what the money is there for, right? This is one of the reasons why people pay taxes. You pay taxes to help each other out and have a functional society. It doesn't help you if your neighbors are just struggling to survive, right? Because it's going to bring it makes life more difficult for you also if your neighbor is having a really, really bad time, right? So the idea is that, hey, let me help you maintain this thing so that way both of us gain the benefits of that thing that we otherwise can't have by ourselves, right? That's the whole point. That's how it functions. Taxes are socialist. But you're complaining about tax dollars and not having enough tax dollars, and seeing that if the tax dollars get used by the people it's supposed to be used by, it's a net negative. So it's good that children die of abuse, because then they use less money because they're dead. This guy's from, where was this guy from again? The Family Values Party? Okay. Okay, yeah, sure. Alright. Sure. Yeah. Okay.
Through the chair, Representative, I guess that would be the idea, if I can use a really bad analogy, when you hit somebody, always back up because it's cheaper to insurance. I don't pertain to that, and I'm really... I'm not even sure how to answer that there's a cost saving to the death of a child. The impact that has on a family and us as a society when a child is lost, especially to child abuse and neglect, is unmeasurable.
I agree. He's conflating society with the dollar amount that the government has access to. And like it's not like it's that hard for the government to get access to more money. You know what I mean? Tax people who make a lot of money more. Right? Like this person has X million dollars and they're paying $50 in tax. Make them pay $500 in tax. There you go. Problem fucking solved. I'm pro tax the rich, by the way. I'm pro let's go back to the olden days when everything was better before women could vote and go back to taxing rich people like 80%. Let's go back to that. Let's do that. Sure, I will give up my right to vote if you start taxing all these motherfuckers and I get the money from it. All right? Is that a fair deal? Just me, not women. Just me. I'll just not vote. All right? Does that seem fair? I'll give that up. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There's this whole other problem here though as well, where it's like you don't get to just how is the same group that's like abortion is murder going like, but it's good if a child dies because it's less government subsidy. You know what's less government subsidies? Sex education and abortion. Those both use less government money than supporting a single parent or supporting a child, like he just argued. So it's fine if the child dies of abuse after the fact, and this is ignoring that if you kill your child through abuse and neglect, you go to jail. Like, so now the parents are also part of the government has to pay for them in jail because that's an amount of money that goes forward. So what the fuck do you mean? This dude makes no sense, and I think he makes a really great argument that gingers have no soul. I'm kidding, I'm sorry, people with ginger hair. You guys are great, and I love you.
And it's hugely tragic.
And follow
up.
And the way that you're calculating this 1.5 million, and when I say you, I mean the people who did calculate it, does that 1.5 million get higher or lower depending upon the age at which the child is killed?
So again, there's multiple factors, and a number can definitely increase, but again, I don't believe it's going to matter if they're older or younger. Again, a loss of a child is really unmeasurable.
There's something special about listening to government officials talk behind closed doors about how you're just a dollar amount. Like, when did... The government in France is afraid of their people. That means that all the jokes about, oh, France is just gonna give up in a war is absolutely nothing compared to Americans who are just rolling over and have been letting their government just like bang them in the ass for the last couple of decades. Not that Canada's any better. We have issues as well. I have most of the same critiques. But we're looking at Alaska, so sorry, America. At what point did the government stop working for you? You know you pay them, right? You know it's their job. Like you're the one who hires them. You're the one who pays them. You're giving them the job and the money. They work for you. So when did the fucking American people turn into such pussies that this motherfucker gets to just be like, yeah, but fuck your kids? Like, hello? Have there not been protests all over the place by, like, Karen Extreme about the education system and, oh my god, think of the children? What? Oh my god, think of the children! Hello? Hi? Excuse me, 911? I'm concerned about my downstairs neighbors. I think they're being abused by their employees. Yeah, the government is your employees. Alright, let's move on. I have no more words for this. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think it needs to go away. Won't somebody please think of the children? Postnatal abortion. When Ronald Reagan convinced people that the government helping people was clearly a suspicious attempt at becoming a Sith empire. They stopped working for me before I was born. Yeah, that's fair. So, like, what are the American people even supposed to do? I don't have an answer. I don't know what the American people are supposed to do at this point to get the country back in the control of the people, you know, for the people, by the people. That's like the whole shtick about American freedom. Like, that isn't that your whole shebang? So what do you do to get that back? And the only thing I can think of is like actually serious protests. And like long running ones, like I'm talking marches, I'm talking like outside like hanging outside Capitol building protesting. I'm talking like the country has come to a screeching halt because nobody is going to work, right? Like I don't, and like the only other thing I can think of is local voting. So like pay attention to who your governor is, like pay, or not, is that even too hard? Your mayor, like local, like you're voting your local government. So if there's like a secretary of treasury in your local government, or like your city government, and then like your district government, and then like focus on those and stop paying attention to the fucking presidency, because the presidency doesn't give a shit about you. Like the DNC are gonna put in whoever the fuck they're gonna put in, right? Like they don't give two fucks about who you're voting for. We've seen that the last two elections, right? Hillary and Biden, right? The DNC forced both of those. So then what? Then like, and the Republicans are gonna be Republicans. I don't know what to tell you. Florida governor bitch face who hates education and wants LGBTQ people to like just be kicked out of everything ever. Okay, there's something. Okay, sorry, this is a side tangent that I'm probably going to talk about a little bit later. This pertains to something I read about the gaming community recently, where there were people in gaming that were complaining that people with like blue hair or people who were LGBT were making their games and forcing, like, making games and ruining gaming. And I'm like, I don't think you understand. These people were always there. They were always the one making your games. It's just now they're allowed to make their hair blue. They were always LGBTQ+. They were LGBTQ+ the whole time. You just didn't know about it. And so they were always making your game. They didn't just appear out of nowhere. They didn't suddenly become LGBTQ+. They always were. And so because they always were, they were always the one making your game. Right? So if you say, oh, we don't want LGBTQ+ people in education, bitch, they were already there. You just didn't know they were LGBTQ+ because they didn't tell you specifically. They were always LGBTQ+. Sorry? I don't know what to tell you. Pretending they're not there or stifling them doesn't get rid of them. They're still gonna be there. All you're trying to do is be Russia right now. And you would tell me since when the American people have been, pro-Russia. What the fuck is going on? Like, America fought Russia through the Cold War. Like, half of the fucking games that were coming up for Call of Duty were all, like, anti-Russia. Like, it was always, like, what the hell? Now, suddenly, Russia's doing things, and Americans are like, yeah, no, we love Russia. Russia's great. Like, excuse me? Hello? What is going on? There's also this really weird disconnect that I seem to notice, where it's just like, America doesn't think that there were Nazis in America during World War II or pre-World War II. And there definitely were, by the way, in case you didn't know, there were Nazis when Nazis were doing Nazi things in Germany in World War II, in America. Just to be clear, in case y'all forgot about that. Okay, let's move on to the next one. It's just bizarre to me. I find it strange. Okay, this is a video that was posted by Repzilla. I don't really care about what Repzilla was saying, because I don't follow him, but I thought this video was pretty fucking funny. So, I'm gonna play this for you. I don't know who this guy is, I just thought it was really funny.
I just don't care. If you're smoking weed, you're gonna burn in hell. Okay? We're told to be sober-minded. If you're continuing to swear and curse, you're gonna burn in hell, because we're told that we don't live on food alone, but the words that come out of our very mouth. Okay? And sin is like yeast. Put a little bit of yeast in the dough, it spreads, and I guarantee it, if you're swearing, you're doing a lot more than that. If you keep watching pornography, you're gonna burn in hell. Okay? If you keep getting drunk, you're gonna burn in hell. Okay? If you keep having sex before marriage, you're gonna burn in hell. Okay? I'm not getting off on this. I've done a lot of these things. This is the truth. No one wants to say the truth. Okay, listen, I was resurrected from these things. I lived in these things. And guess what? I did.
Okay, so, like, if I do it more than once, am I going to double hell? So, like, if I get drunk one time, that's sending me to hell. But if I never get drunk again after that, with or without, like, the savey part, do I then not go to hell because I never did it again? I'm 5 for 5. If you guys could let me know what your score was. I'm 5 for 5. So I'm boned, I guess. I don't know. I've also got a tattoo. I'm also short. I've heard that being short sends you to hell. I'm fucked. But this guy says he doesn't care. And so if he doesn't care, what's his problem? I don't care that you don't care. Well, I don't care that you don't care. Roll a d20 to determine your level of hell. Oh, my d20's downstairs. I don't have it with me right now. I'll go get it later. Alright, I'm gonna put this back a little bit. He's big mad. This is for somebody who doesn't care. This dude's pretty big mad. I'm a fan.
This is the truth. No one wants to say the truth. Okay, listen, I was resurrected from these things. I lived in these things. And guess what? I did all of it. And Jesus Christ brought me back. And
oh, he's a buddy. He did all those things too. I guess he also got 5 out of 5. High five. High five. Yeah. I don't know why is Dean Winchester? What's happening? I mean, cool. Oh, 45th birth. Oh, it's Dean Winchester's birthday for anybody who follows supernatural stuff still. Okay, sorry. I didn't need to know about your porn habits, dude, but okay.
things. And guess what? I did all of it. And Jesus Christ brought me back. And then I still chose to do it. And I kept doing it. And I kept asking him to forgive me. And he was patient because God is love and God is patient. And then he finally resurrected me out of it. And here I am telling you that if you don't stop doing it, you're going to burn in hell. And I'm only doing that because he resurrected me out of all this stuff. And this is the truth. If you keep lying to people, you're going to burn in hell. If you keep fearing people's opinion, you're going to burn in hell because the fearful will be in hell. I'm not trying to overwhelm you. If you keep being bitter, you're going to burn in hell. If you're not forgiving, you're going to burn in hell. I understand this is a hellfire message. I understand that, but these need to be preached because no one preaches them.
I guess we're burning in hell now. Yippee skippy for the rest of us. Okay, so I don't know what to tell you besides I'm getting conflicting messages here from this guy. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me getting conflicting messages. I'm getting a I don't care. Everyone's gonna burn in hell. I was gonna burn in hell, but then Jesus saved me, except I kept falling back until he really saved me for realsies eventually. So, presumably this guy is no longer having sex, and this is a really long-winded way of telling me you can't get laid. But I mean, I can't imagine why you can't get laid. Why would, okay, alright, let's be clear here real quick for just a minute. Why would any good Christian woman want to be with you? You smoked weed, you drank, you had sex before marriage, you're not a virgin anymore. You had a porn addiction, according to you. So why would any good Christian woman who's never done any of these things be interested in you or value you? You're not a virgin anymore, so you're immediately off the table, right? I mean, we all agree with that, right? We're all on the same page that if you're not a virgin, you're immediately at the bottom of the pile of people who are appropriate, like who somebody might be interested in. You must be this tall to enter hell. At least. I'm just saying that, like, if you're gonna put that much value on virginity, right, to women, why would it not apply to men? So therefore, you've had sex with multiple women. I'm not interested in your shriveled dick that's got like fucking. Porn addiction equals he occasionally looked at supernatural incest while drunk and hated himself for it. And high. Drunk and high. He's talking about weed at the beginning. Not being a virgin is okay for men, so your argument is just fundamentally wrong. What? Why? What do you mean? Since when? When was it okay for men to be not virgins, but women? Like, I don't know, man. This seems like nonsense to me. And then there's something amusing. I'm just gonna put this back just a little bit because there's something funny to me about this, in that he seems to be under the impression that, like, yeah, this is a message of hellfire, but that's okay because I'm speaking the truth. And it's like, have you forgotten? And I had this wonderful conversation with a bunch of with a handful of Christians on the channel, and you can go back and check it out. It was with Sal and Cindy and Bent, and the understanding is that it's not your job to send people to hell, and it's not your job to judge them. That's gonna happen, after they're dead, and that, like, that's the let God sort them out thing. This is not a you fucking problem. Let people fucking live their lives, asshole. Anyway, I'll play the last little bit again.
And I'm only doing that because he resurrected me out of all this stuff, and this is the truth. If you keep lying to people, you're gonna burn in hell. If you keep fearing people's opinion, you're gonna burn in hell because the fearful will be in hell. I'm not.
Ooh, okay, so there's one that I'm not afraid of other people's opinions. I wouldn't host the shows that I do if I was afraid of other people's opinions. I also would, never mind. So I got one. I got 6 out of 7. I got 6 out of 7. Look at me go.
Not trying to overwhelm you. If you keep being bitter, you're gonna burn in hell. If you're not forgiving, you're gonna burn in hell. I understand this is a hellfire message. I understand that, but these need to be preached because no one preaches them.
He did say people should stop lying if they want to get into heaven. Yeah, people preach this message all the fucking time. This message is all over it's not even hard to find. You can walk into a church, you can find a hellfire message pretty fucking goddamn easily, particularly depending on what question you ask. If you walk into that church and ask a question, or if you look around, like, it's not hard to find hellfire messages, particularly where you look in the world. But then also, like, just if you look on the internet, people are telling people to go to hell all the fucking time, bro. There's people in Congress making laws about your dumb fucking book. Like, you're not... Stop lying to people. You're lying to people. The Bible doesn't say anywhere that you're gonna go to hell if you consume weed. That's not in there. Getting drunk was something Jesus and his buddies all did, so that's not in there either. Noah got drunk and then got fucked by his daughters. Like, listen, getting drunk was never part of you're going to hell. That wasn't the case. Cursing was about curses, not not swearing, not being inappropriate. That was actually about, like, speaking to truth, something bad happening to somebody else. Not saying the word fuck. That's not... Like 80% of this message is just random bullshit. Go. Chesh doesn't care about people's opinions. I love Puck more than Chesh. Sorry, not sorry. 100% chance this guy is afraid of other people's opinions of him. Yo, you right. Jesus turned water into wine. This guy was a frat kid. Yo, you're right. And I have no idea who this guy is. I didn't look into who he was. I just saw this while I was scrolling. I was like, okay, I didn't talk about this shit. This is stupid. Okay. That's enough of this guy. Alright, I'm leaving hell now. I'm done with that. I got tired of being in hell. I just chose to leave. Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me? Who's gonna stop me from leaving hell? Nobody. Nobody can stop me from leaving hell. Or going to hell. I go where I please. Mundo go where he pleases. There's also some great ideas about Moses might have been tripping out on hallucinogens when he talked to the burning bush. Yeah. Like, listen, there's all kinds of that stuff all over the Bible. Apparently this dude just has not read his books and doesn't know what he's talking about and probably doesn't understand anything about the culture at the time of the writing of these things. Color me probably suspicious. Alright. This is the next one. And this is she was ahead of her time because now this is just how a conservative speaks now. Are you ready for this? This is amazing. I saw this yesterday and I was like, this is fucking great. I am in love with this. I gotta make sure you guys can see it. Okay. A little bit further. I just want to make sure that you guys can see the whole screen. Okay, good. Alright, here we go.
Look at your M closely. There's a gap right here in the letter M. It's never connected. So you go into Hebrew. The letter Vav is also the number 6. Short top, long tail. Short top, long tail. You could have here in Hebrew 666 on the can. But my interest is the word monster. What do you see in the O? There's a cross.
Okay.
What has Christ got to do with an energy drink, let alone the name Monster? So I thought, well, maybe this is a Christian company then. BFC at the bottom of the can. Do you know what that stands for? That's the F word. Big can. In fact, they write it on the side of the can, so I know that's the F word.
Okay.
Now, do you know what a MILF is?
Yes.
That's on the box. MILFs dig it, and you will too. This is not a Christian company at all. So why would they have put a cross on the can? Here is the message. Antichrist. 666 in Hebrew. And then the Bible talks about the beast in Revelation. And look at Monster's ad. This is their statement. You see these M's everywhere. Hats, t-shirts, bumper stickers. Is there another agenda here? If God can use people and product, so can Satan. And look at it this way. Even if the M was not the issue, you cannot deny that that is a cross. And what is witchcraft? When the cross goes upside down, bottoms up, and the devil laughs. Something to think about.
Wow.
This is how clever Satan is and how he gets into the Christian home and a Christian's life, and it breaks God's heart. Jesus said, my people perish for lack of knowledge.
Wow. Did you see her face? She's into it. She's like, think about that. Yeah, that's right. I don't... Yo. Oh my god. There's so many bumper stickers, and there's so many billboards and signs and churches and like there's so many slogans and t-shirt Jesus merchandise. Like, how many necklaces with crosses have been made? Like, a fucking bajillion? So, like, I mean, I'm down for capitalism is probably the devil, but hey, you know, whatever. Oh god, I don't know when this video was from. Presumably, like, what, like 2000? Brilliant. The cross is upside down when you drink it, so you're drinking witchcraft by the devil. I want to know. I'm gonna have to send a message to Dapper. Somebody call Dapper. Hey, somebody. Dapper. Dapper. The 6 in Hebrew, does it work for Monster? I don't fucking know. Man, I see this shit and I can't. I die. It's, what are you talking about? God said that your people will suffer from lack of knowledge or die from lack of knowledge. You think maybe that has to do with lack of knowledge of your own scriptures? Like the other guy we just watched who doesn't know dick shit about the fuck he's talking about? Could it be that maybe your people suffer and die because your education system is shit and you support shitty education? I'm gonna go buy some fucking Monster. I haven't drank Monster in forever. You know what I haven't felt? Any kind of, like, compulsion to go and get, like, I don't have any kind of addiction to it. I also do not feel, like, any, like, less demon magic. Have they tried it? What happens if you put Monster in holy water? Does something happen? I'd love to know. What is holy water? Priest jizz. Gotta be. So that's the only thing I can think of. Oh, no, well, maybe not. Maybe non-squirt. Ultraviolet over ice. Ooh. Weaponized pareidolia. Actually, yeah, that makes a really good Bridge the Divide makes a fantastic point. That is actually brilliant. Weaponized pareidolia. Yes, for anybody who doesn't know what the pareidolia effect is, when you see something in something that isn't something. So like when you see a cat in the clouds, or a face on your wall, or on your floor, or like in some wood knots, stuff like that. That's what pareidolia is. So like weaponized pareidolia is like, I'm seeing something in something, and I use the fact that I'm seeing something that's not there to fearmonger you about, I don't know, the end times. Whatever. Take your fucking pick. I have a picture that I took of my my lava lamp. My lava lamp got like stuck at the top, so it was like all curled up. And I was gonna post I took a picture of it. I was gonna post it and be like, "Would you abort this question mark?" I was just gonna turn it to grayscale. I haven't gotten to it yet, but I have the pictures on my phone. It's witch juice. I don't. What part of the Bible is the sex before marriage thing? Hold on. Sex before marriage, in the Bible. Hey, here we go, in the Bible. Hebrews 13:4 considers sex outside of marriage to be immoral. Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled. For God will judge sexual immorality and adulteress. This verse can't just be limited to adultery, since both sexual, immoral, and adulteress are listed. Okay, yeah, that's fair. I would agree with that. Where does this say anything about jerking off? Hold on, let's check jerking off. Masturbation. Thank you for supporting the channel, by the way, if you are a member, or if you're if you're part of the Patreon. We talk about and do dumb things like this all the time in the Discord. Please feel free to come and join us. It is one of the benefits of joining us, because I'm fucked when it comes to, like, monetization. I'm doomed. I am doomed to the trash can, where I belong. Hey, Jen, it's good to see you. Thanks for coming by. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Okay, does the Bible say masturbation is a sin? Bible study tools. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at so you guys can see. Boom. Here we go. Oh, what? I have to adjust the crop. Hold on. Let me fix this so you guys can see it. I guess. Boom. Yep. There's a lot of ads on this. You know, for like some Christian shit, there's like a ton of fucking ads. This looks pretty like not okay by the Bible standards, by being like, hey, don't sell shit in the church, but hey, you know, what do I know? Whatever, go, get out of here. Okay, now you guys can see it. All over the world, there are males and females of age, blah, blah, blah. One question, is masturbation a sin? Does the Bible address masturbation as a sin? The Bible does address masturbation, despite what detractors may say. Leviticus 15, 1-18 speaks directly to a man's emissions of semen. Verses 13 to 15 state, the one who has been cleansed after the offense is to present either 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest, who offers them as a sin offering to the Lord, presenting as a burnt offering, blah, blah, blah. Some say Leviticus doesn't apply today. I don't care about that. All right, I want to see what Leviticus says. What does Leviticus say? Discharge causing uncleanliness. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, quote, speak to the Israelites, say to them, when a man has an unusual bodily discharge, get out of here, such discharge is unclean. What do you mean unusual? What does unusual mean? What, unusual discharge would be like pus, or like a urinary tract infection. Like, that would be unusual. Blood, that would be unusual. Like, that, semen is not an unusual thing to be discharged from a dick. Whether it continues flowing from his body or it is blocked, it will make him unclean. This is how his discharge will bring about uncleanliness. Any bed the man with a discharge lies on will be unclean. Anything he sits on will be unclean. I mean, yeah, that if you're looking at a little bit of history, I'm not much of a historian, but a little bit of history, people didn't know what a urinary tract infection was, or a bladder infection. So any kind of unusual discharge could be like, your piss is too yellow, right? Like, so, but if you put discharge of any variety on your bed, piss or otherwise, and just leave it there and then sleep on it, yeah, that's gonna be gross, and you should keep that shit clean, usual or not. So, The f does this have... the only thing this tells me is, like, even if you're gonna apply it to masturbation, yeah, don't sleep in your crusty cum sheets. I don't... Men, advice. Don't sleep in crusty cum sheets. Replace your cum sock every, like, week. At least. Anyone who touches his bed must wash their clothes and bathe with water, and they will be unclean. Till evening. Okay, yeah, this is about not spreading disease. Whoever sits on anything that the man with discharge, blah 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 blah. Whoever touches the man has discharge, blah 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 blah. This says nothing about masturbation. Also, by the way, this says nothing about women's masturbation. This is... Are women allowed to masturbate? And just men aren't? Okay, let's see what else this thing says. What does the Bible teach about sex? I don't care. Alright, so we're getting a couple other things in the side chat here where I'm being told that I need to look at Genesis 38, 8 to 10. I also see 9 to 10, but we'll just go 8 because that'll give us more context. So let's take a look. Do we do the KGV? Get reference? We'll do... Sure, why not? Oh, I hate this. Okay, well, we're not using this one. Fuck you. Go back. What's this one? Oh my god, just give me a fucking... Wow. Bible. Jesus. Are you gonna give me... What the f... Why is this so hard to find? Bible Gateway, there we go. Okay, I know this one works. Okay, there. Make sure you guys can see it, okay. No. Women are not technically because it's all about seed. No. And the Leviticus we just read was talking about specifically men's unusual discharge. But then again, I would also not call semen unusual discharge, but maybe that's just my fucking opinion. I guess unusual could just be like out of nowhere, so if you just like have a wet dream or you aren't feeling well and piss the bed or something because you have like dysentery. I don't know. Okay. KJV gets stream title. Okay. Then Judah said to Onan, quote, sleep with your brother's wife and fulfill your duty as a brother-in-law to raise up offspring for your brother. But Onan knew that the child would not be his. I mean, well, yeah, it would, but... So, whenever he slept with his brother's wife, he spilled his semen on the ground to keep from providing offspring for his brother. What he did was wicked in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death. This doesn't say anything about masturbation. This just says that he didn't come inside that girl because he was disobeying God and people. Oh, fuck off. No. Okay, bullshit. And here's why. Let me tell you why I call bullshit. This says that Judah was saying to Onan to sleep with your brother's wife and fulfill your duty. He's not in trouble because he spilled the semen on the ground. He's in trouble because he's not doing his job as a brother and providing an additional son. He's going against what is supposed to be happening. That's why. That's such a reach. Alright, I am now of the opinion that the Bible doesn't say dick shit about masturbation, and masturbation is totally fine and normal, and you should just clean up after yourself. If you make your girlfriend or a woman in your life clean up your cum rags, you're a bad person. Just to be clear. And if your brother tells you that he can't have a kid and needs you to fuck his wife, you're morally obligated to fuck your brother's wife and provide a kid for them. And if you just don't come inside of her, then you're doing a bad thing. One would call it a reach around. Yes. Exactly. Okay, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Let's not get it twisted. None of these things had anything to do with masturbation. Both of them had to do with fulfilling a duty or unusual discharge, right? Fulfilling it's your job, right? Just use a sock and put it in the laundry. Yeah, that's what I mean. But if you make someone else do your laundry and deal with your crusty cum sock, you're a bad person. If I have to deal with your nasty cum sock, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Do not make your mom do your cum sock laundry. That's gross, and you shouldn't do those kinds of things to your mother, or your girlfriend, or your wife, or your boyfriend, or whatever. I don't care. Don't make somebody else, whoever they are, clean up after your nasty cum sock. Clean up your own nasty cum sock. Is it the same if it's your brother-in-law? Ooh, good question. Probably? Are you obligated to sleep with your sister if your brother-in-law can't have a kid with her? Hi, Alabama? Yeah, it's me again. No, don't bring, no, we're not going to talk about that. Yeah. No, this is a Bible quote. Uh-huh. Yeah, so no, we're talking about Genesis. No, not that one. No, not that one. No, it's specifically Genesis, hold on one second, let me get it again. It's specifically Genesis, 38, 8 to 10. Yeah, 38 to 10. Uh-huh. Yeah, it says that, sleep with your brother's wife and fulfill your duty as her brother-in-law, or as a brother-in-law, to raise up offspring for your brother. Right? Okay, yeah, but what if you're the brother-in-law? No, like, if my if my sister gets married and can't have a baby with her husband, am I obligated to fuck my sister? Okay. Alright. Okay, got it. Okay, thanks, bye. Yeah, they're for it. Yes. Absolutely. No, it doesn't. Helio says, technically coming anywhere not a vagina is seen as being bad. Where? It doesn't say that. It says that you didn't fulfill your duty as a brother and make your sister-in-law pregnant, therefore you're in trouble. Or you slept with her but didn't get her pregnant. And so because you purposefully didn't get her pregnant, you're doing bad. It's not the semen on the semen on the ground bad part is about you're not getting your sister-in-law pregnant, not the, and you don't want to make a kid for your brother. It's not about like the actual just the semen part. I'm just gonna go with the Bible is pro-masturbation, or at least is neutral on the masturbation stance. So if you we're going back to this guy, this guy right here. Stop lying, sir. Turns out having masturbating is and porn is totally fine according to the Bible. So just make sure you clean up after yourself. Although I will say this guy definitely looks like he needs his mom to. He makes his mom clean up his fucking sock rags. He totally does. He totally does. Alright. That's enough for today. We learned something new today. I'll go double check with Dapper to find out if Monster does in fact say 666 as its giant M and is definitely not just a graphical design that kind of looks cool that they then did a whole lot of marketing around as like a collectible type thing, and definitely just didn't try to build a brand that made them money. I'm gonna get on out of here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you guys have fun. I certainly did. I will be back with art probably later today over on Twitch, and I will be live on Twitch as well tomorrow doing art, so feel free to join me there at Goblin Q Cheshire. You can find me easy peasy. As well as on Friday will be Volcano Day. Also, there's a ton of things coming next week, so thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Share if you learned something, or if you had some fun and you know some friends that you think would have fun coming and hanging out with us. I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much, and I will see you on Friday. Oh, bye-bye.